Strategy does not have to be complex. It just needs to be clear. And that's not to say that it doesn't require deep thought and sound analysis to really refine and define your strategy. But at the end of the day, good strategy is a set of choices. What you will do and what you won't do to be successful in the market. It needs to empower your people and align everyone towards successful implementation. One of the approaches that I've found really useful and effective with leadership teams that I work with is the playing to win framework. It comes out of Procter & Gamble, where Charles Lafley was the CEO and Roger Martin was the consultant they work with. And they've written a really great book, Playing to Win, that I suggest people have a look at. But at its core, it's based on 5 simple questions. What's your winning aspiration? Where will you play? How will you win? What capabilities do you need? And what systems will support it? And these 5 questions, when answered at a top level and all throughout the organisation, look to cascade and reinforce. So let's have a little bit more look at each of those 5 questions. First is the winning aspiration. What's the purpose? Why are you here? What are your guiding aspirations? And this needs to be not the goals that you want to achieve, but how do you actually empower and energise your team to a greater purpose? Where you'll play? What are your choices about geographies or product categories or customer segments, channels, stages of production? Where will you focus your organisation to be successful? Then how you'll win. What's the value proposition given these choices, and what is your competitive advantage? And are these two elements that work together that really are the core of strategic choices. Then given those choices, what capabilities and activities do you need? How do they work together? Not every single capability, because we all need an IT system, but it's not necessarily the one that may be core to what you do. So think about your choices and what are the capabilities you need, and then the systems that support it, that enable it to work. And as you'll see, these elements reinforce each other. They go backwards and forwards, and it is the combination of these strategic choices that reinforce each other and can create competitive advantage. And at a high level, as it was in Procter & Gamble, they had one for the overall organisation, but it cascaded down into each category that they operated in, and then each product and brand that they delivered for the market. So it really is a cascading and reinforcing process. And developing it, yes, takes time and it requires thought, but it is an exercise that is really, really one that people enjoy, and one that actually creates great outcomes if you make the right sort of choices. So the challenge I have is, can you answer these 5 questions clearly? And are they able to empower and align your organisation? If not, I really suggest you have a read of the Playing to Win approach and spend some time on answering these questions so that you are creating greater clarity, empowering your people, and aligning for fantastic execution.